I want to talk about women and guns. Two things that go great together. According to a new article, over 11 million women in the United States have guns.
Nothing says women's empowerment better than a 6-hour P228.
Do you own one?
Great. No, actually, but I've used them. I go to the shooting range.
Oh, that's exciting.
That is the most horrifying thing I've ever thought of in my entire life.
So they allow you to have guns, Rachel, in the United States. That is frightening. Tip, I want to talk about Giuliani. He's saying, leave my wife alone. Just after saying he's going to have his wife, Judy Nathan, to be a part of the cabinet meetings, and then when he was asked a number of questions, he says he doesn't want, he doesn't want any attention on his wife. How can he do? How can you reconcile this hypocrisy, Dan?
You can't, Greg.
Thank you, Amy.
The war on drugs. I'm from Seattle. It's flooded with drugs. A lot of it actually comes from Canada, where they have very... Yes, from Vancouver, exactly, where enforcement is really lax. I mean, there are even, pot bars, pot coffee shops and things like that. But, I've seen the fallout of, kids who got on drugs in the 7th grade, smoking pot, running away from home, then moving on to ecstasy and heroin. And I think it's a serious matter. I'm far more concerned, however, with putting our resources towards rehabilitation and getting people off of drugs. I do think it's a medical problem, not a moral problem.
We can't blame Vancouver for all the drugs that U.S. Customs is
We can blame Vancouver for everything, Rachel.
You know what? The fewer drugs that are out there, the better. So keep the stuff that's not legal illegal.
Ashlyn, shouldn't the war not be on drugs, but on Vancouver?
Absolutely agree. Down with Vancouver. Down with Vancouver.
I mean, seriously. I want to talk about another mascot flameout. I don't know what it is with sports mascots, but they're just like psychos. And another one just got arrested. He was the center of an internet sex sting. His name's Jay Hastings, allegedly charged.
He looks so proud.
There he is. He was charged with soliciting sex with a boy, but the boy was actually played by an undercover cop online. So I have two things. I mean, is mascots, do they like self-select for weirdos, Dan? Is it just like if you need to find a pervert, just go to the first mascot you see?
I think so. But what I like to imagine when reading a story like this is the cop who's typing, pretending to be a 13-year-old, like, I want you to,
keep going.
Yeah, that's like almost a legal way for the cop pedophile to get off.
Yeah, if a cop gets into that sort of thing, he would actually go for that kind of job.
They should use the mascots they arrest.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
And have them work the other side.
Exactly. Yes.
I used to work with this hippie who ate things out of his garden that were still covered in dirt, like carrots. He wouldn't even wash them off. He'd just eat it with the dirt. And he was the healthiest guy at work.
Now this brings up a good point, because here I am on this 2-shot with Rachel, right? And I don't know how to react to these. Like, I'm sitting here, am I supposed to just do this? Am I supposed to go like this? He was eating dirt. Or should I just be like, I don't know what to do, Greg, but I'm always on this 2-shot. Okay. And I don't know how to respond to that.
All right. Well, you know what? I can always change the subject onto something more less alarming.
Thank you.
Doggy yoga. Let's talk about doggy yoga. That's interesting. It's a new trend. It's a new trend in all the major cities. They're creating classes designed for people to spend time with their pets. And I want to go, Ashlyn. Some of it's in L.A. And I'm wondering, is this just a sign that we have way too much to do in this world? We're in a war, for God's sake, and we're taking our pets to yoga.
Well, I think it's great that I love that shot.
Now what am I supposed to do? Dog yoga. I will react to talk.
Come on now.
I think it's okay. People get to spend more time with their pets. I mean, I guess if you have too much time on your hands, this is a great thing. Or is it going to change your life? No. Is it going to change your pet's life? Probably not. But if you're just sitting around your house, at least it gets you out there and exercising, I guess.
Amy, I think about this as like a sign of how soft our culture is when we've got our enemies who basically eat dogs. I don't know that for a fact, but I like to think they eat dogs. And here we are taking them to yoga.
That could be...
What? Go ahead, Amy.
I said, I don't know if Muslims eat dogs or not. I mean, that could be getting into some religious territory. But Yeah, when I read this, actually the phrase "fall of Rome" came to mind.
Exactly.
We live in such a decadent culture that you would actually take your dog to yoga. And I mean, there was this one woman quoted as saying that when she's in yoga with her dog Magnet, that they're in this little bubble, just the two of them, which makes me think that they need to spend less time together, not more time together.
No, I totally disagree. I totally disagree. You guys
disagree quickly because we're going to a break.
Do the two-shot with Bill because he's going to react to this, right?
Hurry up because you've got 20 seconds.
You know, these dogs are dealing with poison pet food. We just had a big situation with that. They need to purge their systems with yoga.
All right, gotta go.
Rachel asked why people need to carry guns, because there are bad people in the world, and sometimes those people have guns.
So they should all be shooting each other?
Excuse me?
So they should all be shooting each other?
No, we should be shooting the bad people.
Oh, okay. Glad you got that straight.
Me too. Oh, Bill, my favorite thing that you do when you're in that two-shot with Rachel is the deer in the headlights look.
Yeah, I like that. That's
exactly. Muslims do not eat dogs, Greg.
I know. I didn't say that.
You did say that, actually.
No, I didn't.
Really?
I said our enemies might eat dogs. Dog-eating enemies.
Okay.
The ombudsman.
I ombudsed you, buddy.
I know the ones in Rarotonga.
So which enemies were you talking about?
The Rarotongans, I think.
Yes. Anyway, wrap it up, Fanny.
Fine. I'm done.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
How long is it going to take before all the recent Muslim French immigrants from Africa are going to blow this thing up? That's my question.
Viva la stereotypes, Rachel.
Oh, yeah, it's really a stereotype. There's no truth to that at all. There's no truth to that at all, Bill. There's no Muslims riding in France, ever.
I do not agree with that statement, and I'm not listed.
It could be yours. The famous talking car kit from Knight Rider is for sale. David Hasselhoff drove the 1982 Pontiac Trans Am while fighting crime in a tight leather jacket. The asking price is almost $150,000. The car has 2 working video screens on the dashboard, but it also has stains all over the front seat. Experts call it Hoffbrow. Wow. Keith Richards, just in a recent interview, just said he snorted a drug, cocaine, but he also snorted something else, and that was the ashes of his deceased father. What did he say? What was his reason for doing it, Dan?
He said he did it because that's what he did.
Yes.
Very zen.
Yeah.
So what did you think of that study about being dirty makes you healthier? Does that explain why I'm so healthy, Mom?
Oh yeah, I think the Earth is good for people.
Yes, Earth is good for people?
Yeah, I don't want to sound like, a goofer, but, yeah. But I mean, like I enjoyed planting plants and
Greg, who is this goofer on
working in the dirt. I think that's why I think farmers and farming people are healthy.
That's true.
Than city people.
You hang out in the dirt a lot, Mom?
Oh yeah, I just roll around. No, I used to like to plant plants and all that jazz.
What kind? Most of your plants, though, you kept in the closet, Mom.
Oh yes. And speaking of plants, who is that guy? Oh, that funny. Oh, that guy that was sticking coke up his nose and his father's. Keith Richards. He is nuts.
Yes, he is. He snorted the ashes of his dead father.
Oh, I mean, really?
Holy crap!
Isn't that the weirdest thing you ever heard of?
I know. We wouldn't have done that with Dad.
Oh, that's not nice.
Did you hear about the people going to yoga with their dogs?
Oh, yeah, you told me about. Well, that is. Well, people are nuts about their animals now. Mm-hmm. I mean, of course, it's better that I suppose that they have animals and children. In a way, some of them act like the children are animals, so I don't know.
So you're saying the dog's actually a replacement for kids?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's kind of funny, but, I mean, the dogs are so important.
That's true, Mom.
Of course, I love them myself. I miss my doggies.
Yes, but your doggies in doggy heaven now, Mom. Or basically.
They're in a better place. Maybe they'll get
part
sainthood.
of the dog's in your nose.
Maybe they'll get sainthood like the Pope.
All right, Mom, we got to go.
Okay.
Nice talking to you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. In New York City, Lurker writes to us, who is the crazy psycho chick I always hear laughing hysterically in the background? No, I'm not talking about Rachel.
Say hi, Aaron.
Say hi. There you are. Finally, Victoria on Long Island writes, you all seem nice and intelligent, but I find your minds to be in the sewer. And they are in the sewer.